what's going on, everybody? It's Alan Thomas, aka Shat Assassins, and today I'm just doing a quick little webcomic discussion. I've recently started messing around a little bit more on the outside of just the webcomic section of the Tapas app and the desktop version of Tapas, which I haven't been on in quite a while. I've actually been numerous problems. I've been uploading stuff from my webcomic through my phone, and I've just been following along with comics and stuff on my phone, so I haven't really been dealing a lot with the forums as much as I normally have been in the past couple of months. And something occurred to me that I never even thought of before. So, as I've talked about before, I got really dejected and burnt out with my previous comic, Shat Assassins, and I'm not talking about myself, I am just talking about the webcomic that I created. I got pretty burnt out from Shat Assassins sometime last year. Actually, it was longer than that, but last year was when I finally took a break on Shat Assassins for a while. But I came across something that jarred an idea into my brain, which I think I might actually, I don't know if I may do it or not, but it's something to think about, and that is doing a novel of Shat Assassins as opposed to doing a webcomic. For as broad of a story as I made Shat Assassins, for that to be my very first webcomic, the art, at least where my art style and my art ability at the time was, could not in any way, shape, or form match up to the idea of that comic that I had. So after a while, it took a long time before the artwork started to kind of sort of measure up to how my mind saw things taking place in the story itself. But in doing a novel of Shat Assassins, I could essentially try to paint the picture for the reader and let them decide on their own, like paint a picture of how things are, but let their own imagination sort of run wild with the story. And then if anything else, I can just create my own artwork for various scenes or whatever for the actual comic, or do whatever that came to my mind or hit my brain. But it just dawned on me within like the last week or so that Tapas does have it available to where you can actually create stories on the platform and go ahead and post them and have people check them out and look at them. So I've actually been giving some serious thought to doing that, and I'll be able to also do that and still keep up with Infinite Uppercut with no problem, which is an entirely different webcomic of a completely different style that I'm having a ball sort of working on. And I've been working on Infinite Uppercut for about, I'd say about 8 or 9 months now, and it has yet to even remotely start to get old. I'm having a bunch of fun doing it, and especially considering a large part of my inspiration behind this is a lot of different aspects of fighting games that I like. And because there's so much going on in the fighting game community right now, I have tons of inspiration and motivation to work on this and get things done. And there are tons of games that's coming out in the near future, like Dead or Alive 6, I believe, just released or is getting ready to, at least at the time I'm recording this. And Mortal Kombat 11 is still coming out in about a month. So about a month and a half. So there's a lot to look forward to, and we still got stuff like Samurai Showdown coming out at some point, and there's already talks of King of Fighters 15, which I'm extremely excited about and can't wait for. So yeah, there's a bunch going on there to give me inspiration for my webcomic. The other thing that I wanted to discuss too is something that actually came up in the forums, and it was just an interesting question that I posed there, that any artist that comes across this, I would love to know what their thought process is on this subject. And that is, what do you think about maintaining a social media account with your artwork? And let me explain what I mean by that, because I'm not even sure if the question made sense. Like, I personally have social media accounts, but they're just a place for me to put my artwork and showcase my art while still talking about and sort of just being me on a social media platform without giving people a invasive or ridiculous insight into my life that I don't think people really care about or need to see or know. Not everything about everybody's life needs to be seen, but like you can get an idea of who I am and what I'm about while also checking out my artwork through my social media accounts. But that has its plus and minuses. For one thing, friends and family that may follow me on social media don't care about any of my artwork because they're just there because it's me. Then at the same time, there are people that follow my artwork that may follow my social media accounts. And when I'm talking about, say, the last wrestling pay-per-view that came on, or like a topic about like a video game or a new animator I've started watching or something like that, they could care less. So I was trying to figure out, how do people sort of find a balance in uploading on social media, and I came across people that do a variety of different, they handle social media in a ton of different ways. Some people just have art accounts on social media where they just post their artwork and they call it a day. That works for some people. From others, it comes across as spammy in a lot of different ways. What I also came across, which was a different take on doing things, which I can't believe that I never tried before, is just having a personal social media account and then having a completely separate one for your artwork. That way you can post your art as need be and still be able to have your personal account to talk about and connect with your friends and your family and do all the other nonsense that you typically do. Me personally, that sounds like a great idea, but I still want all my stuff to be sort of intertwined, and I still want me to be associated with my artwork as well. As crazy as that may sound, I don't know. But I just think the idea of having one account and then combining the two is still the best avenue for myself. I'm just not sure about finding better ways to pull that off. But who knows? Social media is also, in a lot of different ways with anything in life, just staying the course and just doing whatever you're doing and growing from there. But who knows? Some people just get a lot more feedback and followings from just posting their artwork, and then others like to have a sort of a personal connection with the people that they have followed them, or whatever the case may be. Just certain things work for different people, and I wanted to know, what is everybody else's approach? Anybody that's listened to this video, at least, what is your approach to managing your artwork and your, I guess, personal interests and whatnot on social media? Or if you're one of those people that actually, post artwork and then in the next post you're posting what you ate for dinner that night. If you're one of those people, just let me know what type of style or what type of way that you post on social media and how do you make it work for you. So that's all I wanted to talk about for today. Just a couple of art related, I guess, questions or topics that hit my mind. And I'll be checking back in sometime later this week because, of course, another week, another combat cast, and of course I always do discussions about those. I didn't do one last week because for whatever reason my recording the recording I did just is not cooperating with my computer, and it corrupted a bunch of files as well as the video editing software that I have. So I had a ton of issues there, and I don't really understand how that happened, so I just had to erase the entire thing. Hopefully this video will work. And then, if not, I'll just find a different way to get this done. But I plan on having just a video or discussion about the newest combat cast coming up. And I'll also probably touch on the recent slew of Mortal Kombat 11 leaks that have been coming out, because this is now getting outrageous, and the leaks have gone even beyond what I initially complained about in the previous video. It's getting kind of crazy now. But that's another topic for another day. I hope you all have a good one, and like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below, and also like and subscribe if you haven't. And y'all have a good one. I'm out.